I'm running off you know that. Come on.
Come on, indeed. Welcome back to Field 1. Live action continues. We have the 3 p.m. game kicking off boys under 16 competition. The Country Brothers in the green and pink running. It looks left to right, and the Brown Snakes, Alex Durante, Andrew Walkabout Walker.
How is it, Al? Like, it's been a long couple of days for us. This is our day 5, you know what I mean? And I'm really looking forward to the later games probably tomorrow, you know what I mean? But this game here, like the two sides, the Brown Snakes played really good yesterday, you know what I mean? But the country brothers, you know what I mean? Like, they actually trained yesterday. Believe it or not, you know what I mean? Because they haven't won a game, but they actually trained. But it wasn't the coaches saying let's train it. It was the players.
Oh, I love that. That's just the heart and passion that these players bring. Like QMC, it's the pinnacle of the black calendar here in Queensland.
It certainly is.
And look, the kickoff, it's a big one. It's gone backwards though. So Country Brothers, first roll at the dice.
Oh, what a great start, Alex.
What a solid start.
What a great start, Alex.
From the Brown Snakes. Wonder who thought of that name.
I'll tell you what, Alex, with that kickoff there, you know what I mean? Like the young 4, I think it was, Graham, you know, Jackson Graham, like, you know, he really had to get out of there. And here we go, Alex.
He had some work to do. All right, off the back fence, here it is, the number 4. That's Corbin Jeffries. The Brown Snakes set up to the right. They'll shift. It'll touch the hands of their hooker before it finds Eli Saylor.
I'll tell you what, Eli Saylor, he's a big kid. I'll tell you.
An absolute unit, but driven back, the Country Brothers. It's with Kev Werabone now, the halfback. He's getting close, a couple minutes out. The Brown Snakes are looking good. A little dummy from Wayne Jr. Clark. He's held up, but they're close. Shifting to the left, the big unit, the 10, Thomas Johnson. Johnson pushed back.
Yes.
I love Zachary Campbell in there, the 8 for Country Brothers.
Oh, good ball out wide here, Alex.
Here we go, numbers here. There's an overlap as well. Steps back in.
Oh, good try, Alex.
And Corbin Jeffries, the 4 for the Brown Snakes, will go over for the first of the game, and only minutes in as well.
It certainly is, Alex. Like, this is a good game of footy, you know what I mean? Like, I watched the Brown Snakes yesterday. Well, the first day, they absolutely got flogged the first day. You know what I mean? Absolutely flogged. But you know what I mean? They turned it around. They had a good win yesterday. You know what I mean? They turned it around, but they had a good win against a really good side. You know what I mean? A really good side. But you know, they've come out today. You know what I mean? Ready to play footy. Because I reckon, to be honest, they really should come away with this win. But I'll tell you what, the country boys showed a lot of heart yesterday.
That's what it is, and that's what it comes down to with the Murray Carnival as well. It's who's willing to leave it all on the field. And I tell you what, I mean, these Brown Snakes look good, but I've got some faith in the Country Brothers that they're going to switch on soon.
Who's kicking? Do you know?
Yeah, it's the lock who's kicking.
Oh, lock.
So I think it's Wayne Jr. Clark. Yes, there he is, the big 13.
Oh, just to your left, Alex, there.
Just to the left.
That was a good strike of the ball. I thought that was going over.
Under 16 boys, we've got a game on our hands here on field 1, but there are 4 other fields that have games on as well. Looking behind me, I think we've got the 14 girls competition. We've got fields 2, 3, 4, and 5 in rotation, so there's plenty more 40 to come. But Country Brothers now, they'll just have a comfortable stroll and take a little bit of a breather, reset here, and they've got a big defensive set. But the Brown Snakes, they look good. They've had a really strong start through Corbin Jeffries, the 4.
Yeah, he has been strong, Alex, you know what I mean? Like, he's leading, like, it's only like 10 minutes in the game, I think, but he's really leading by example.
All right, here comes the kick from Country Brothers. Down into left field. Collected. Straight off the back fence.
Oh, Jalen McLean. Oh, Jalen McLean. That is my son-in-law out here playing today. And that was a great run by Jalen.
Yeah, that runs in the family there. I remember when you used to do some big runs like that.
I'll tell you what, but I used to run at smaller backs, not at the forwards, Alex.
No, that's
Oh,
why.
and Jalen. Good run, Jalen. That's 2 in a row. His work ethic in his set of six is really working for the Brown Snakes.
Well, they've all got brown skin out there. What? But I tell you what, they're looking good. But Country Brothers, their urgency is here. They're off their D-line. They should get the ball back soon. We'll be looking for a kick in the next couple. But here we go.
Good run here.
Oh,
Alex, here we go by the
Devorian Wallace.
Wallace is, how good is he, Alex?
Wallace puts on another 4 points.
Well, what about that? The ball goes wide, you know what I mean? Pass, and next minute the winger gets it. Who was Wallace, is it? Wallace. Wallace. You know what I mean? Just too fast in the end.
That is some fast-paced footy too. I was just talking about the strength of the Country Brothers defensive line, but Wallace in that 5-jumper, just able to shoot through and a 50-metre run from halfway. Got a lovely line break.
That was set up by, to be honest, that was set up by Jalen McLean there. Just his 2 hit-ups. You know what I mean? One was a strong run, and he backed up on the third tackle and got him going forward, and they went wide, and there was the overlap, been too fast for it. There it is, kicked.
Lovely. Right in front of the post. That'll certainly help the Brown Snakes. 10 points now, 2-0. So we've got 2 tries scored in this first half here. The first went to Corbin Jeffries in the 4, and then the second, Devorian Wallace. The 5.
Wallace, yeah. It just goes to show there, Alex, you know, with the 4 and 5 scoring, that means the ball's been spread wide.
And they've got that, though. They've got some beautiful shape and structure through the Brown Snakes. They've got their big units taking the run-up. You mentioned his name a couple times, but McLean making some metres, and then they shift and get their outside backs involved. So, bit of a well-oiled machine. And speaking of...
here we go, Alex.
Look at this big bopper off the back fence, the 24.
Oh, and he gets a penalty out of it, Alex.
Eli Saylor.
I'll tell you what, Alex, that was a great run, you know what I mean? That was off the back fence, but... You know what I mean? Sailor, here we go.
Brother was in the crowd when he wound up like a spring.
Yeah, what a great kick that was. That there was a 30-metre kick with his breeze. That puts the Brown Snakes in great position here.
They're looking good, these Brown Snakes. They're looking deadly. Oh, here he is again. He's got
here he is, Alex. I love this 24. He just puts his hand up. He just puts his hand up for the team and says, boys, I'll get you going forward.
It's the Sailor name. It's got to be.
Yeah,
I reckon it runs in that family. They're absolute units, all of them. They breed them tough. And there's Jalen McLean, the 11. About 5 metres out now. I love this. Off the back fence. It's all the front rollers.
Oh, that's another great run, Alex.
He has left a trail of destruction. Earned himself a penalty as well. Thomas Johnson, the 10. That was front. I'm a front row.
Yeah.
But the backs of the game and the carnival have really impressed me. But these Brown Snakes forward pack, oh my God, I'm in awe. And there it is.
Good try,
well-deserved try there from Cameron Beach. But the Country Brothers, look, the downfall of this team is they haven't seen any ball. The Brown Snakes have just been so strong here.
Like we said, like I said a little bit earlier, Alex, you know what I mean? With the country brothers, they haven't won a game all week. You know what I mean? But I watched their game yesterday. But they showed a lot of heart and spirit. You know what I mean? And that's I'd rather that on a football field than anything else. You know, besides toughness, because heart and spirit to me, you know, it brings a team a little bit tighter.
Absolutely, and that's what the QMC is about too. You know, this year, obviously, we have the finals coming in for the juniors, which is the first we've seen, which is really exciting because they're big. And it's shot away from the post. But, you know, our young kids, they're rewarded with their team effort as well as the individual efforts of getting the team selections for each age group. But I've got to say, the thing that's impressed me most across the carnival is just the heart, the passion these kids play for. They're so proud to put the jumpers on. And the Country Brothers, they're a huge team. They've got... teams. I think in a lot of the divisions, I know that there's a Country Brothers 1 and 2 for a div as well. So
Yeah, it is.
they've got plenty of boys and young women as well who are willing to put on the shirt and play for their team. And, I just think, it's only 14 points in it. There's 10 minutes, 15 minutes to go in this half. There's plenty of time for these Country Brothers to put some points on. But I tell you what, it's hard to do. And, here we go.
That was a great... Oh, no, play on here, Alex.
It was like a freeze in time there. He's taken a run, and then for some reason, Thomas Johnson stops in his tracks. But here we go. Country Brothers, we spoke about it.
First time with the ball up here, Alex, in great field position.
Great field position. And there's a unit as well, the big number 8, Zachary Campbell. They're shifting towards the sticks. I love this. They're sending in the big boys, the front rows. Tyrese Wortley follows. Wortley will play the ball. They've got some shape out on the right. Through the hands of the halves. Fullback, he's getting involved, Philip Turl.
I'll tell you what, Xavier Fing just come on the field. Like, he was my man yesterday. He scored 3 tries to get him back into the game. And he's nearly over the line now, Alex.
He is one to watch, Fing. He's electric too. You just said he's just come onto the field and look at where they are in the field position. He was a metre away from that try line.
Oh, if they've got pass here, Alex, on the left, they might score.
There's pass. Kick.
Great kick.
It's on.
Play on.
Collected from, I think the Brown Snakes have taken it into touch. So the Country Brothers might get another opportunity here.
And the Country Brothers 15 just come on the field. I loved him yesterday. Like, there's not much of him, Alex. Like Richard Woodbridge, you know what I mean? He really organised the side. Like, I'm looking at him out there compared to them boys. He only looks 4 foot, you know what I mean? But he's a little bit taller than that. But he's a good little player.
He's solid. And they're the ones you've got to watch, these smaller unit Murrays. They're the ones that can outstep you any day of the week. Here we go. Oh, he's moving closer. I think that was, the halfback there, Jackson Riley. Riley rolls out of it. Oh, and unfortunately, Riley loses it in either the tackle or the play the ball. So Brown Snakes now. Bit of work to do. They need to come out.
Oh, scrum, Alex. Scrum. I didn't see that.
But I tell you what, I think what's going to happen here is that their boppers are going to come. They'll have, outside backs come in from the scrum, and then I really want to see Riley Reid, the number 8. I want to see Jalen. I want to see Thomas Johnson in the 10.
Yes. I love your passion, Alex, about this, because I'm exactly like you. That's what I want to see out here today, you know what I mean? But with this side here, like, they're a classy side, you know what I mean? The Browns, the Brown Snakes. Like, all they're going to do is probably ruck it down to their 40, but they've been getting over the 40, you know what I mean? Really getting good metres, you know what I mean? So, and the country brothers are not slowing them down, so.
No, and I love this. A couple little scoots here, but 4 here we talked about the front rowers. That was Eli Saylor again, I think.
Good run, Eli.
Yes, it was. So they'll play the short side.
Oh!
Comes back in to Johnston. Johnston with the ball. He's done well to secure that. I saw Country Brothers with some strong defense. It's with the 5'8", shifts out to his 5. Devarian Wallace. He scored a try. He'll be looking for another. I think it's ended up with Isaac Holland, the 3 out there. Harlan Johnson it was with, and
no advantage.
It's gone out.
Oh, I thought there was no advantage here, Alex.
So it'll be a play the ball for the Brown Snakes. Oh, we haven't seen this one yet. Jamari Blanket, the 25.
Oh, Jamari Blanket.
Check out the goosey on him.
Actually, I saw Jamari yesterday, and he really did some damage up the middle.
Another one putting damage on Tyan Torrens. Just unit after unit.
Oh, and a quick play the ball and he gets out. The
Some
13.
Individual brilliance from Wayne Junior Clark. The boys, Jamari Blanket, he put his guns on, and so did Tyan Torrens. They got them to where they are. And then Wayne Junior Clark will go over for 4.
You know what? Just with with the Country Browns there, you know what I mean? They just rucked up the field. They've really got some really good big forwards, actually, you know what I mean? Just against this side, the Country Brothers that probably haven't come together, haven't probably seen each other until yesterday or the day before, you know what I mean? But my heart goes out to them, you know what I mean, Alex, because you know what? They actually trained yesterday. They didn't have to, but they actually did. But it wasn't the coach's call. It was the players' call.
That's hard.
It's all about spirit. They just show me, like, I love their passion and, you know, the way they sort of love the game, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't have to train, but they did. But that training nearly come off yesterday, Alex. They nearly won the game.
And that's so much initiative and also maturity for these under 16 players to say, hey, we don't have a game, but we're still going to train. That's massive. A massive pat on the backs to those boys. Didn't have to do it, but they will. And again, it's all hard at the QMC. All these teams have it.
Like, we come here, Alex, like probably, you know, a week and a half together for this competition, and they come from far and wide. You know what I mean? It's a great venue to come. Well, this is my first Murray Carnival, and I'm really loving this venue. You know what I mean? It facilitates for everybody.
Yeah.
It does.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. The big 25 blanket.
Oh,
another one. They love off the back fence.
Don't they
These
love it
boys.
off the fence, yes.
All right, another one. Here we go. He's got some wheels
Oh,
on
another
him.
great run, Alex.
Just pumps the legs and goes straight over halfway. 2 runs.
They're
off
over
the kickoff,
halfway.
and they're over halfway. They are just making meters here.
Oh,
here we go. The 12, Cameron Beach. Beach palms one off. Beach. Still going.
Beach, a good
in.
run. I think Beach, when he was running the ball there, he was laughing.
He probably was. He looked like he was having a good time.
Oh, here comes my little mate, Richard Woodbridge. I think he might have broken his arm. Oh, sorry, it's a 4. Jackson Graham. Oh. No, I hope he's all right.
But I'll tell you what, the strength of some of these players, but a lot of them, we've seen injuries, and they were like big injuries. Next day, come back, they're on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Or they get, knocked down, they'll have 5 minutes on the bench, they're back. Like a level of stubbornness, for sure.
100.
But strength, like these players are strong, determined, probably the biggest one as well, to show up for their team.
Probably the big one I find is mental toughness. Do you know what I mean, Alex? They got to show up. They got to show up. They played probably 3 games. 3 games, probably 4 games today, and they're 25 minutes each. And they're not easy games. You know what I mean? Murray Carnivals, Koori Carnivals are not easy. Like, it's the mental toughness I find. You know what I mean? Like playing game in, game out. You know what I mean? And you're playing 2 games of 3 tough games in a day.
I think it gives me a lot of pride again for our young ones too, to see them coming through. I had the privilege a few years ago to play those open carnivals as well, but I've taken a step back and very fortunate in this commentary position to be able to do what we do. But I think our young men, these are the next generation. They're setting such an example, and I'm just as proud as them as our young women who are strapping on the boots as well. But they've all had exceptional games, really clean games too. They've left it on the field and they've regrouped after it. So these boys just show a level of maturity that I tell you what, when I was, 16, I probably didn't have. So these boys are doing a good job. And look, little unnecessary.
Wait up, Alex. We've got a little bit of push and barge here.
That was a big hit from Philip Turl, the fullback of Country Brothers. Oh, I love that, though. His number 8, Zachary Campbell. Brings him back. Again, it's that maturity of an under-16 player in Campbell, the number 8, to bring his player out of this little bit of a mess. And, look, they'll go over there. I was caught up on the left side, but it was the hooker, the number 9 there, Memphis Summers, who went over for the Brown Snakes. And that'll take them to a 30-point lead now.
No, 24... Sorry. Oh, did I miss a try? Because I put that down, didn't I? Oh, this one. Oh, sorry, you're right, 30.
So the Brown Snakes, look, they've taken off in this first half. 30 points, 5 tries.
Look, the Brown Snakes are really playing a weaker side here, but nothing's deteriorate from what they're trying to achieve. Like the Brown Snakes are, when they had the ball, Alex, they look really good with it. They look really good, but unfortunately they haven't seen the ball since the last probably 5 to 7 minutes.
They've got some strong defense though. Like Philip Turl lifted one of the Brown Snake players. Look, it was probably an unnecessary lift and a little bit late too, if I'm honest. But look, the skill is there. The tackle technique is there. They just need to do it when the ball is in the opposition's hand.
Look, I saw that game yesterday from the Country Brothers, sorry.
Country Browns,
yeah.
brown skins.
Yeah.
Let's just call it as it is, eh? Awesome darkies out there.
Oh, we got the back fence. Here we go.
Big ball.
That's a great run.
Contact.
Who was that? Blanket again, was it?
It's the fullback, though. Philip Turl, the one, straight from marker.
Oh, was it? Yes.
And again, he's going again. He loves the contact of these big boys.
Look, someone's got into his ear and said, we can't win this game without you forwards going forward here.
That's it, Tyon. So he's almost at halfway, but again, he just pumps his legs, and they're getting crazy post-tackle meters here. Shape out to the left. Oh, he steps back in. It's with the 2. Isaac Holland still going. Stopped there. And Country Brothers, they've lost a couple of players. I can see another one coming from the sideline with injury. And look, they didn't have a full contingent of players to start with. So this is definitely going to hurt their interchange. I'm not actually sure, and I don't think they have an interchange.
No, I don't think they do, Alex. I was just looking down the sideline. Like they've got a few injuries on the sideline. That's what's really hurting them. Like the next injury, I think me and you might have to jump on there.
Or see you there, Uncle.
Yeah.
I'm not going up against those Brown Snake boys. I'd be knocked dead.
I'll tell you what, Blanket. I'll tell you what, I'd hate to be tackling him.
And I reckon Philip Turl would absolutely lift me. Like, he is the fullback. Look, he's not the biggest player out there, but he has taken down some of the biggest players.
I'll tell you what, he's shown a lot of heart, you know what I mean? There's not much of him at all, but he's shown a lot of heart out there, Alex.
That's Murray Rugby League, eh? Storm.
Hey, there it is.
The contested scrum.
Alex,
Play on.
I've never seen it all year, contested scrum. They've just run it over. Like, the ref was standing right there going, you play on, boys. You can push.
I love that. And here he comes, Eli Saylor, the big 24, still pumping those legs. Saylor, back a little bit. Won't make too much of a difference. Oh, a bit of an ugly ball, but it's collected nicely from Tyon Torrens. Another unit and workhorse.
Oh, yeah. And a workhorse. Look, he never stops driving his legs, actually, Torrens.
Bounces off. That's all right. Eli Saylor's had a solid first half here, so
we can forgive him for that.
I can forgive it, and I'm excited to see Country Brothers with some ball. It's been a while, and this will probably be the last.
Knock on.
It's also just started raining too, and I think, in the first game, the 8 o'clock game, when the rain was coming, ball security was the biggest issue. It was slipping, it was sliding around. I think that if this continues, there'll be some structural changes on the field.
100,
just shorter passes. That's it. You don't need to go these long cutout ones. And look, with the Brown Snakes in a 32-point lead, they'll be heading into halftime with a pretty comfortable lead. And I reckon we'll check on the Country Brothers too, because I think that they are actually playing without a bench. So
we'll check that at halftime.
There we go. We'll have a halftime commentary. We'll go down and check. But here we go. Brown Snakes. It's with Corbin Jeffries, the try scorer. Jeffries still going. Steps back in. Jeffries off, and he's found the line.
Jeffries. That's his second try.
His second try. And he's got to work for them too. Like, these aren't easy tries he's putting on. There's bodies in there from the Country Brothers, but he's got some footwork about him.
But I tell you what, he's a really big body, you know what I mean? But he had really good left and right feet there. And, look at him. Look, he's too strong. He was just too strong, too big. And he's pointing to the air. So thinking about his mother or father up there. Half time. Yeah, half time.
Pretty much half time. So this kick will take us in. And I can hear the hooter. Yeah. So I love that. Wayne Jr. Clark has the kicking duties. He's done well so far. And that will take them into half-time with a comfortable 38-point lead over Country Brothers. A quick 5-minute break before half-time resumes. Welcome back. Live action continues here on Field 1 in the boys under 16s competition. We have the Brown Snakes who took us into halftime with a 36-point win over the Country Brothers. Alex Durante joined by Andrew Walker. Walks, you've just been down there having a yarn with some of the teams at halftime. What can you tell us?
Yeah, like Actually, I went to the country brown side. You know what I mean? I just wanted to just see the look on their face. Like they were happy. You know what I mean? Like we were 32 points down. They were happy. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? What the coach just said to them, if you hold the ball, if we get down there, we get in field position, we look a little bit dangerous. And I think our man, who was he? Xavier Fing, once they get down there, he's going to be very dangerous.
Hold the phone, walks that number 9. Memphis Summers had a stupidly good run down that left edge, but they lose it. So Country Brothers now, ball back in hand. And we were also talking to some of those Country Brothers players, and look, I've got to give a shout out to the number 8, Zachary Campbell, 14.
14.
A unit.
Like we just found
14.
out. We just found out that. You know what I mean? 14. And he's playing under 16s, and I'll tell you what.
And he was also the one who pulled his teammate out of that little tussle. Like we spoke about that maturity, but for a 14-year-old to be doing that.
Doing that and owning his own out there on the field.
That's so deadly, my boy. That's,
I love him, yeah.
A big shout out.
My heart goes out to him, I'll tell you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Country Brothers now, a little scoot. They're looking good. That was the number 3 there, Ronald Fing. They've had a couple of injuries in the first half. They lost Jackson Graham completely. Oh, that's an unfortunate one.
Yeah, just a ball on the inside, Alan, and it was a really good hit by the 19 there. Who was that? Torrance, yeah. Great hit by Torrance.
So they'll pack the scrum. And it'll be the Brown Snakes feed. I love that, though. The Country Brothers, they had some momentum there. They've lost a lot of players. Like, that's got to play on your mental game just as much. But here he is, the number 1, the fullback, Liam Harch. Harch is off. He's been tapped, though, from the 16 in Harry Roberts. Harry Roberts, try-saving tackle there. Ball still in play. The Brown Snakes play it. It's an ugly ball.
Ugly.
Goes to Eli Saylor, and they've lost it. And I can hear from the sideline, good pressure, and that's exactly what it was. Walks, it was great pressure from the Country Brothers.
It certainly was. That was a really good passage of play there, you know what I mean? Like, actually, the Browns kids made a bit of a break down the sideline here, but, you know, the Country Brothers really dug deep, really digging deep here in the second half. You know what I mean?
Exactly. They've got 36 points put on them from the Brown Snakes, who are just, you know, units themselves. But the structure and skill that they possess at such a young age of under 16s, the Brown Snakes have done exceptionally well in the first half. And the defence here has been strong because it's forced an error from Country Brothers, who just got the ball back.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Alex, you know what I mean? It's raining. We just had a little bit of rain, like a little bit slippery. You know what I mean? This is where coaches and teams need to change tactics or whatever they're going to do to win this game.
And back in the day, obviously, ex-player yourself, what was the tactic and structural change for you in wet weather?
Well, wet weather football was a forwards game, Al. You know what I mean? Like that, like that took the backs clean straight out of us. Like all we did was out there was just do the tackling for the forwards.
Oh, I've got to say, they have done extremely well here, the Country Brothers, and we spoke about it being a forwards game, so it's interesting. The Brown Snakes shifted to their lefts and tried to incorporate their outside backs, which is where that error was found for the Country Brothers. But I tell you what, the last couple of minutes, they've been played just in this half. Like, there's been a lot of errors after the halftime break.
Well, from both sides, Alex, there,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're trying to find their way, like feel their way in their second half. Like it's a little bit, well, not so sloppy for the Brown Snakes, you know, but a little bit sloppy for the Brothers, like trying to get out of their territory.
That's it. They just need ball security here. That's the biggest thing. I thought he was going to kick it, but
a knock on from the scrum, Al. Oh, that's really hurting them, you know what I mean, and hurting me for them because I really want them to do well because, you know what I mean, they're not a good team, but they're playing with a lot of spirit.
Exactly, and you know what, at this point I think we can, like I never want to call it this early, but I think, you know, with some of the skill that these Brown Snakes possess, they should be coming away with the win unless we see something, drastically change from these Country Brothers. But I think that the scoreline is never reflective of the effort that's put in.
Yeah.
And the effort for these Country Brothers have been there, but effort as well. I've got to say, Corbin Jeffries, the number 4 in that centre position. He scored 2 tries in the first half. Oh, here's a fumble.
Here we go, Ella. Here we go,
Chases
Ella.
on. Philip Turl, the fullback. He's chasing him down.
Now, Werribone picks up. He's going wide here.
Fullback to fullback. He goes directly, back into traffic. It's with the half. Werribone. Werribone still going.
Oh, and what a...
And he puts a divot in the dirt.
That's a great try, Alex. Like, I don't know what happened there. Like, next minute, the Browns, the Country Brothers kicked down, you know what I mean? And Werribone, he picked it up from his halfway. And, you know what I mean? Werribone's been a really great player because I've watched him over the last couple of days. Like, he's got too much speed. And there he goes, like, it's in and away. And next minute, he's under the post.
And a halfback too, like he's got some wheels on him. He got a bit of work to do. He caught it back just over the halfway line. So a 50-metre run and not a straight run by any means. It was through traffic. It was left foot, right foot, back inside. So Kev Werribone, a well-earned try there for the Brown Snakes. And that'll take their lead to 40 points. And a kick to come. Beautiful. Conversion successful. So Brown Snakes lead here on field 1 in the boys under 16 competition against the Country Brothers, 38 points to 0. And look, if you can see the background, it's almost poetic. There's a rainbow at the back.
I just spotted it just then when
it's a double rainbow too. That's extra good luck. And look, I mean, it's sort of, if you're looking at it, it's finishing into the Brown Snakes. And
it is.
You know what? They are playing like a pot of gold today. They've done exceptionally well, the Brown Snakes, but I can't take any of the passion and heart away from Country Brothers. Here we go, units. I love this. Tion Torrens.
Oh, this is a great opportunity for the Country Brothers here with the ball. This will be their first time, Alex. I think they've been down here. Like, this will be the first set. So
this closely too.
I'm really looking forward to this set. Just seeing what they come up with.
I can see on the sideline too, their big number 8, Zachary Campbell. He's getting a bit of a massage. I'm got my fingers crossed. I really hope he comes back on. Obviously, not if it's at a disadvantage to him and his health, but I truly hope we see more of it.
I'll tell you what, Al. Like he's injured, but he's going to go back on, and he's only 14. You know what I mean? That's a mental tough. Yeah, here we go.
Early kick. Oh, nicely collected from the number 3, Ronald Fing, for Country Brothers. He had some pressure put on him. The Brown Snakes, they shot straight at, and we know they've got speed behind them.
Oh, that's a good run, Al. You know what I mean? Like, their forwards have been putting their hands up.
Michael Nichols, that was, the 11. I'd love to see these forwards get involved a bit more.
Oh, that should have been a penalty. I thought, Alex.
Yeah, that was... So, play on.
Yeah.
Play on anyway. I love it. He rolled out of that. Here comes Xavier Fing.
He's played well for this brother's side.
He'll take him onto halfway. An earlier kick. Or an awkward bounce.
Oh!
And I think it was a double knock-on.
A double knock-on, surely, Alex, there. Yeah.
So I think it should come back.
To the Country Brothers, surely.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. All right, we're on here, boys.
Yeah. Look, Alex, to be honest, I would love them to see it's just to score a try.
I'd love it too.
Just to lift their spirits, you know what I mean? And the things they've been doing all week is just they've been working hard, you know what I mean? Like there's no really class players out there. No one does, everyone puts their hand up. But there's only one player I really did like out there that really tried, and that was that Xavier Fings. You know what I mean? He's a bit of a workhorse.
All right, so here we go.
Here we go.
We could be
here
on
we
here.
go, Al.
The outside backs. Country Brothers, it's with the 3. That's Ronald Fing. Fings lifted, driven back. Some 3-on-3 action there. They're close. This is the best the brothers have looked.
Oh, here we go, Alex.
Dancing round.
Here we go, Alex.
The number 9.
Yes, he scored, Al.
And the Country Brothers First points on for this game here.
Zachary
on field
Campbell,
one.
Alex.
Zachary Campbell.
I get excited when, you know what I mean, teams like that, but they never give up, Alex. They just keep grinding and grinding away. Like, that makes my day.
Beautiful.
Oh, Travis.
It was Travis Mitchell, the
Sorry,
9.
I got the 9 mixed up. Getting too old, Al.
Oh, this is got to feel good for our country brothers. This
Yeah.
is, this is the boost of confidence that they needed.
Like, just have a look on Fing's face out here. Like, he's happy, you know what I mean? Like, he's 34 points down at the moment, but he's got a smile on his face. You know, he's enjoying playing football just with the boys, and the kick goes over.
Beautiful. So that will take us 38 points to 6 here. Field 1 in the boys under 16 competition. Country Brothers trailing the Brown Snakes 38 points to 6. And I can see it looks like the Brown Snakes are bringing on some fresh legs.
Well, the Brown Snakes can afford that, Al. You know what I mean? Like, they've got players, but you know the Country Brothers. I'm looking at probably 2 players sitting on the bench, and they started with, I believe, it was 19. You know what I mean? So
they've done exceptionally well.
Oh.
And speaking of exceptionally well, unfortunately, off the kickoff, they've lost it. So Brown Snakes collect. And look, if they play like they've been playing for the game, I think we could see some points here for the Brown Snakes.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have in this last 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, they started like a house on fire, but you know what I mean. That was in the first half. They ended up with probably I think it was 20-0 at half time. You know what I mean? Like, they've come away with points here, but I really wanted to see what they have for the next games.
So the scrum is set, almost. Taking a well-earned breather. They've got shape on the right, which they'll play. Across the face, out the back, finds the halfback. Oh, and that is just some beautiful space.
Forward pass, Alex. We've been talking about that all weekend, just the last pass. You know what I mean?
You can't overshoot it.
Like,
and it was off a scrum. They had plenty more chances in that. Didn't have to score on the first one.
You know, unfortunately for the Country Brothers here, you know what I mean? Like, they've been stuck down here all half. When they get down the other NL, they come up with points. So it was just that sort of this period in the game where coming out, it's very hard to come out.
Yeah. So Country Brothers now, another great opportunity, but they've got a bit of work ahead of them. The Brown Snakes, they'll be looking to force an error here. They've got some strong defense, which they really need to switch on. I've got to say the Brown Snakes have been pretty quiet this second half.
It certainly has, and they certainly have, Al, because they haven't had it all their way, you know what I mean? Because as we've been saying, the Country Brothers, they're playing with heart, you know what I mean? Like this run here, this kid's only 14 out here having a hit.
Running at some who are, 15, 16. And here we go. The Country Brothers break away. It's with the 3. Still going. He puts the chip in. Ronald Figg. The chase is on, but a bit too much, as Bo Dela Cruz, a bit too much curry, she says.
Curry?
Bit too much curry.
What about that? But you know what I mean? Like, when they do have the ball, like they look exciting, you know what I mean? Like, it's just that, especially our main player, number 3.
Yeah, Ronald
Fing. Like, he's really causing havoc down this sideline.
Brown Snakes working up the middle. Here we go, the big 24. I love him, Eli Saylor.
Yes, I love him too, because he just marches up the field. I'd love to play with forwards like that.
Oh, he runs with intent. Oh, a bit flat, but it's collected though.
Here we go, Fing, Mike.
We're on. We're with the 12. That's Xavier Fing. Fing still going, fighting the halfback.
Oh, they've got an opportunity on the left here, but it's the numbers. They're going to go on the right, Alex.
Oh, might be a wrong move here, but it won't matter. Because Eggle, the 13.
Eggle come off with an injury before. Like, He looks
had
like he's injured before.
Yeah. But look, he looks like he'll play the ball. Again, stubbornness.
Yeah, stubbornness. Yeah. But the thing is about this game here, it's not stubbornness. You know what I mean? It's all about, you know what I mean, rotating two players off from the bench. You know what I mean? To get them through the game. And the coach and the staff is doing really well there.
Oh, here he is again. He'll have another bite at the cherry.
I would love a try here for him.
Eggle, the 13. He's close. Back into the open side. No, he'll make a dart from dummy, but probably the wrong move there. They've got numbers out to the left.
They've got numbers out here.
If they can just play some expansive footy now.
Oh, Woodbridge. There he is. He's got great footwork. He's only 20 kilos ringing wet.
There's not much to him, but I tell you what, he made them work here. All right, there's a chip, but it'll go out the back.
Too far.
Again, too much curry on that kick.
Curry.
So, Brown Snakes, how quickly things change here at the Queensland Murray Carnival. We'll see a tap from Harlan Johnson. Johnson straight into some contact. Oh, here we go. Big bumper. No, he'll take it himself.
Jalen McLean. Go, Jalen McLean.
Here we go.
He is.
McLean, he's
and
off.
That's a great burst from Jalen.
Oh, I think he almost... Yeah, I thought he lost it there.
Yeah, he got slung there, Alan.
He did, he did well, and to hold
just jolted
it on,
the ball there.
It was cheeky, but he's done well. So Country Brothers now, this is the electricity, the fire I wish they had in the first half, because I think the scoreline would be very different to 38 points to 6. I think it would be, the point aggregate there would be very different.
I'll tell you what, Al, like, I did watch that side yesterday. Like, they played with a lot of heart and determination, you know what I mean? But the thing was, it's all about the injuries. Like, it was a tough game yesterday. That's why they ended up with, 3 players today. Well, they ended up with 1 player on the bench, but there's 2 players on the bench, but 1 can't go on because he's too injured.
Oh, an early kick straight from the scrum. The chase is on. There's our man, the number 3, Fing. Oh, but it's collected from the halfback.
And
the
here we go, Al.
Snakes. It's taken beautifully from Kev Werribone.
Yeah.
He's done well there.
Werribone's been like he's got the 7 on his back, but he's playing fullback. You know what I mean? He looks like a bit of a spear tackle there,
Yeah.
Alex.
And that was on the one wearing the number 1, so I wonder if he's playing in the half, so Liam Harch. But we'll see. A penalty here. Look, a penalty that probably wasn't needed for the Country Brothers. It just means they've got a lot of work to do.
Yep.
So, defensive set here.
This is a really big defensive set here. You know what I mean? Like, if they can keep the boys out here, it will lift them, I reckon.
All right, Brown Snakes. They're in a great field position. There he is, Liam Hart.
Good shot, Fing.
Straight off the mark. They did not miss. Here's another unit, the 12. He puts a step on. Has he found the line? No, but he's close. That was Cameron Beach. He's got 2 tries. Shifting out left. No. Dummies. Oh, that was the 13
That's a tackle,
there.
ain't it,
Wayne
Alex?
Junior Clark. Oh, he bounces out of it. He rolls out. Ref still hasn't called to hold yet. There it is. All right. Keep going. Out the back.
Go, Woodbridge. Get up there, my boy.
Out the back to the invisible player. It's collected, though, from Reese Brown in the 6th jumper for the Brown Snakes. There's not long left in this second half here.
Pass, Jalen.
There it is. That's the pass you needed to find the halfback, but he's playing in the fullback spot, Kev Werribone, and he'll go over for his second.
What's that, 44, is it now?
42
42.
to 6.
Oh, what am I jumping ahead? 6 points. I'm going 6 points up. Sorry, not 4. There.
They might end on it. Look, the Brown Snakes, they've looked
6.
good. There's 6 minutes left in this half. Oh, the Brown Snakes, they are clean. They're clinical. I could put them into the opens comp, and I reckon they'd run a mark.
I'll tell you what, Al, look, to be honest, they played a side today with a lot of heart, you know what I mean? Just not a lot of structure. And I really wish they had just a couple of players they brought down just to give them a little bit of structure, because that side there, and that's another great kick. So that's 42 or 44.
44-6. But yeah, look, you
6.
spoke about it. Even just a couple of, a bit of flair in their spine, a fullback, or just someone in their halfback position, or even that 5'8", to just really stand up and be a leader on that field and get the communication going. I'd love to see Ronald Fing maybe take that on.
He's tried all hard, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like between the two the Fing brothers, I think, all cousins, whoever they are. But there's one little player out there I really love, and that's our little 15 here. Like, there's not much of him, but he really rips in Richard Woodbridge.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what I mean?
solid, little Woodbridge.
Yeah, like there's not much of him. He's 30 kilos ringing wet, I think.
Here he is, though.
Oh, good
shot.
shots. Talking about
Woodbridge.
30 kilos ringing wet, he's just whiplashed his.
Shots on. See you later.
And he's out having
Straight
it.
from
See what
marker.
I mean?
He
Like,
loves it.
see what I mean about heart, you know what I mean?
Watch, he'll go for his third here.
Oh.
No, I'm surprised he didn't shift across.
Oh, no, he grabbed him, I thought he did. He got away with that. There's a bit of a penalty there.
Yeah, look, he did well for that. The Brown Snakes, they're working up the field. They're working up nicely too. Few minutes left in this second half here.
Good kick.
They've got themselves a 44-6 point lead over the Country Brothers. And I tell you what, I'm not sure if they'll progress. They were closer to the bottom of the ladder, both of these teams, but that just shows, I think, the skill that we have in the under-16s competition, because the Brown Snakes, for me, are just a machine, a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, they certainly are. But the thing was, Al, it was a slow start. You know what I mean? They absolutely got flogged their first game by one of the.
Oh, he's close. Oh, he's very close. Sorry, that was the 15, Solomon. And here's another bite at the cherry. That's try time. The 25, big fella blanket. My God, Jamari Blanket, though, in that 25 jersey. An absolute unit.
And these are under 16s. Like, when I was 16, I never had a beard whatsoever in my life. These kids, they mature so much, don't they, early?
Yeah, I'd like to see a birth certificate or an ID check on some of these boys, because I'm questioning the age.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier about the brown skins, like they absolutely, great kick. So there's 50, 52, the 6. The brown skins, they got absolutely annihilated, the first game, and they come out, and the second game actually they beat a really good side. I think that they were in the 4. You know what I mean? And but like we said with the brown skins here, the brown brothers.
It's hard for the viewers at home to know who you mean by brown skins, because look, technically they've all got it. All right, off the back fence. There's not long left in this second half here on field 1. They're going to leave absolutely everything on the field, these two teams in the under-16 competition. They'll shift across to the right, still going. Some simple hands here. He's found some space, though. Here we go. Brown Snakes. Oh! I can hear them saying, drag him out. I love that. They're going to play till the buzzer. That was a solid run from Harlan Johnson. Back inside now, finds Corbin Jeffries. He's got 2 tries against him.
Corbin.
But tackle.
Oh, what a good tackle, Alex, there.
Driving him
here's
back.
your man. Here he is.
Big bopper, the 25.
He only knows one way.
Which way? One way.
Oh, good kick.
Kick over the top. I love this. The urgency's there. The chase is on. It's collected nicely from Travis Mitchell.
That's a great...
Did Mitchell hold on to it?
Yes, he did. That's a great set by the country, the Brown Snakes.
Mitchell held on to it, but I think they've taken him into...
Yeah, they have.
In goal, so they'll see a drop out. I loved that, though. Kev Werabone, the 7, he put the chip over the top. He's got a golden boot on him. And as I say that, full time here on field 1 in the boys under-16 competition. The Brown Snakes defeat Country Brothers 50-6, but stay tuned because there is a game kicking off in 4 minutes.